Boy, it's a sad day. Never, well, you know what, let me not say that. I knew there was weakness in a lot of men in the conscious community the whole time. Check this out. Pseudo killers, the men in the pseudo killers group, you guys got to man up. You guys need to be stronger because you look seriously weak to others, right? And Chief X ain't gonna jive you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The pseudo killers. I'm not talking to ANKH right now. I'm talking to the pseudo killers crew. When I'm thinking something, and then I get a phone call from someone else who says the exact same thing I'm thinking, I said, let me call the pseudo killers and let them know. You guys are showing weakness as men. And I'm not trying to bash you. I like most of the cats that are on pseudo killers, in the pseudo killers group. But as big brother, I have to spank you and let you know how you're looking to others. And you may not know. You guys do a 5-hour live stream today. I'm on and off in the chat because I'm driving, taking care of business, meeting with my a business partner of mine in the cannabis business, right? So I'm in out the chat, but I'm listening the whole time. I got my headphones on, in and out of the house, and I'm participating in the chat, right? And the guy who called me, I said, you know what? You see that shit too? Look here, bros. As grown as adult men, you cannot let another man dictate to you what topics you choose or want to speak about. You cannot let people intellectually punk you into thinking or believing something and dictating what you can and what you cannot talk about. Fuck me, because it's all behind me. Today, you guys looked at weak to a whole bunch of other men. Okay? Now, here's the thing. 80% of the pseudo killers members agree with Chief X and the narratives I've been espousing all year long. They agree that Egypt was non-black. They agree it's not their culture and they're not related to it. And one guy said that today on the pseudo killer show. Soon as he says this and starts talking about this, ANKH jumps on and starts over talking and trying to change his narrative, change the whole fucking energy of the group, and not let this topic be discussed. He basically told them, I don't want to talk about it. And basically said, you bet not either. In layman's terms, ANKH said to y'all today, you bet not ever come out your mouth sounding like you're agreeing with anything Chief X is saying. And don't even bring them topics up. That's what ANKH did basically today. And them niggas was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And stop talking about it. Then conversation goes on for hours more. People want to get on the panel. And here I am in the chat wanting to get on the panel. And members of the group, members in the chat, wanted me to come on the panel. I wasn't coming on the panel to discuss with ANKH any motherfucking thing. Or even talk to ANKH. You guys seem like you were doing your own thing today. And wanted to have a discussion. And maybe invite me on to talk about it. So I clicked on the link. People knew I was waiting. They didn't want to let me in. I called Chef Ron. He said, I'm going to get y'all in. He said, Sosa's running it. I'm going to tell Sosa to let you and everybody else who's waiting to get on the panel. We get let on the panel. 5 seconds later, bam, Chief X was cut and blocked from the panel. It was hilarious. Now, all that is out of fear. Because I said I was coming in peace. But I wasn't even coming to talk to ANKH. I was coming to discuss some atheism topic that they were discussing earlier. And about the people in Ghana and what they believe. Because I'm in Ghana smoking weed with people, with the Ghanaian cats who's the help and stuff, and they are atheists. I'm having conversations about, do you believe what your parents believe? Do you believe Christian? They don't believe none of that shit. They're atheist. I got recorded convos with Ghanaian people I'm kicking it with saying some of this. Right? That's what I wanted to talk about. Now, ANKH, you had a meltdown today, and it looked real bad. You know how Shaka almost had a meltdown last week and just looked bad, like he just had a nervous breakdown? ANKH had a nervous breakdown, cussing me out. I wasn't even on the panel because people wanted me to come on the panel and have a discussion about some things. ANKH has this deep, deep, deep-seated fear of me to the core, that anytime I'm brought up or any narrative that I espoused is brought up, he freaks out and goes berserk. ANKH, you became a berserker today. And as a way over 50-year-old man, it looked sad and bad. It did. And I'm not just saying that because I'm just, I'll be real with you. I'm being real with you, ANKH. You looked totally bad. You looked scared. And everyone thought that you were built for this. But you're not. You know what? You are built for it. But you're just not built for it with Chief X. Let me just say that. You were that scared of me that you had to cuss me out so hard that whoever cut the damn stream off to save face so you won't look so bad. Whoever just stopped the motherfucking stream while ANKH was talking, because he looked that damn crazy and berserk. Okay? Pseudo killers. You guys got to get some fucking balls. You don't let nobody dictate to you, while they're not even on the panel, what you can discuss and talk about if it's on your mind. Be free. If you want to... Corey got to mentioning, why are we talking about, when we discuss spirituality, why does it always have to revert back to what the North Africans did and said? Why can't we reference the West Africans, where I'm from, he said. Maybe years ago, he said, if we reference West Africans, he would know a little more. People are feeling this and understand, right? So, these guys want to be able to have a discussion about population genetics around the Levant, Near East, Israel, and Egypt, but they're not allowed to. And you know why they're not allowed to? Because Chief X spoke on those things, clarified those things, and ANKH don't want anybody on his squad to look or give any semblance like they're agreeing with me. This nigga changed the subject so much and was berserking so much today. He almost had a damn stroke. If I got that much power over you, ANKH, where you just go berserk and have a meltdown, you really need to step back and take a look at yourself and ask yourself, why? Is my information that damaging to you? I'm gonna damn burn my damn face. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. But more so, I can't believe how grown-ass men can't have discussions about stuff that's on their mind around ANKH. And that everybody kowtows and bends a knee if ANKH tells them, don't discuss that. Do you guys know how many people are looking at y'all and watching y'all get punked as pseudo killers by ANKH? ANKH is punking y'all. You either need to have a talk with this brother and say, chill out, ANKH. we're grown men. We should be able to have a discussion about anything and express our views, even though it may seem like it agrees with what Chief X been saying. Seriously, bros. Now, I don't give a fuck if I didn't come on there. It's not a big deal. But I was just a Sunday, and I just wanted to come on there and converse about some things and share some information and help enlighten about some topics y'all was talking. I wasn't even going to mention Egypt and all that kind of shit. I wanted to bring the conversation back to atheism, so you guys can couch your arguments better. Because Wujao and Asar took y'all way off course. Here's the thing that you guys didn't do when Asar was making his presentation about atheism is for white folk and Africans impossible for them to be atheists. Asar tricked y'all, and Wujao helped him trick you and divert from the labeled topic he had on the video. You guys are not wise enough to see the mind game Asar did on you. He switched it up once he got into his lecture and got to talking about language and linguistics, further confusing you. Then he's turned the conversation into concepts that the West Africans espoused and or may have believed, in contrast to the concepts of the Abrahamic faiths. So he never really talked about what the title says, and he tricked y'all. So you guys, for 2 days, seen the topic he was about to discuss, and your mind was so focused on that topic that you didn't catch the trick when he actually started his presentation. You didn't bring him back to reality, to the actual written topic that you labeled your video, that atheism is for white people. So he mind-gamed you, and you guys fell into the trap. Thus, you were unable to win the argument. And that filtered over into today's discussion. Wujao took away that topic also and took you guys in many directions. That's why you were unable to corner Wujao, because Wujao is too wise and smart for y'all. I wanted to come in with a couple questions that would have brought him back into focus and cut the ring off him. I know how to do that. I was going to help you guys. And it would have shut it all down. But now y'all let Wujao spank you. And seemed like he just took control of it and began teaching you guys. You guys are supposed to be rebutting him and bringing the conversation back to atheism. He ends up coming on there, mind fucking y'all and teaching y'all, and y'all's listening like students. And Wujao was right in the things that he was saying, but you let him distract you. Because you guys engage in topics that you may not be well versed on, so you can't do that. You have to narrow it down and stop faking like you nurse certain topics. Just say, hey, that's not my lane. This is what I mean. Bam. You guys have to be more confident in your argument. And don't let people move the goalposts where you get to talking about a million other things except the shit you really want to lean in on. If you need some help, check with me. Wujao sunned the whole squad, the whole pseudo killer squad today, and became your teacher. Wujao came on and became your teacher, and everyone listened. Now, I just made this video to let you know, to other men that are not pseudo-killer people and who are friends of mine and shit, they know, and one of them called me and said, damn, these niggas let ANKH punk them. That's how you look to sane grown men outside of yourselves. So I have to let you know that and give you that pull-up. I'm not getting on you or bashing you, but you need to know In the conscious community, when you guys are discussing and ANKH is on there, everyone knows ANKH is punking y'all and controlling you guys. And you guys allow it. The chat allows it, and no one speaks up out of fear. You guys are in a cult now, and you're limited on what you can say out of fear. Get like me, brothers. Get free. When you get free, you can say what the fuck you want and don't give a fuck. But you got to get there mentally. Don't be scared of these conscious community dudes. Stop being scared. Stop letting people punk you. Say what's on your mind and teach the people correct information and make a change and stand on it. 90% of y'all, 80% of y'all agree with me. Stand on it and take control as a grown-ass man. ANKH, get some help, bro. You're showing everybody that you have a deep-seated fear about me. You can couch it to X did this or said this about me, but what you're leaving out is not telling people the truth. X came for you because you beat me out of $200. Tell them the truth. And after you beat me, then you talk shit about me and insulted me on 2 different occasions on a live because I questioned Asar's linguistics. And you wanted to cover for the Amun-Ra squad's integrity. When you know, deep in your heart, Asar is pushing pseudo-linguistics, teaching false cognates he's equating shit to, and nobody can tell or see. I see. That's why I exposed Asar. Because he was teaching a bunch of people misinformation and trying to connect like an Afrocentric does, West Africa and Egypt, and he tried to connect the Yoruba thing and that they migrated from Egyptian to Yoruba, and he's trying to blend it all in because he's an Afrocentric. But he's an Afrocentric linguist. And it's not y'all's lane. So he can easily slick you guys. Change language phylums on your ass. Make up his own label. And then you guys in here like this. Yeah, we right here. You don't understand a motherfucking thing he's saying. And you don't really care. Linguistics is a fucking boring ass subject. And you're faking like you're interested. But you're not. ANKH, what is your deep-seated fear, bro? You will fall out with pseudo-KILLAS members if they attempt to speak their mind and teach what they believe about the Levant, the Near East, Israel, and Egypt. They were sitting here trying to tell you that all those people around that geographical area have genetic ties, unlike sub-Saharan Africans. And that's just the fucking truth, ANKH. You called me a bitch nigga about 20 times today, and I wasn't even on the panel. That's how much I'm in your brain and in your mind and got control over you. I got control over your emotions, Brother ANKH West. And you lost your mind today and looked crazy. You embarrassed yourself today, ANKH. And they shut the stream down to save your embarrassment. You were out of control. You were out of control, bottom line, because Chief X is right. and he upset the apple cart. That's all it is. Brothers, I like a lot of y'all pseudo killers, but stand on your shit and get some motherfucking balls and stop letting crazy ass men dictate to you what you want to speak about. I know y'all look up to ANKH. I know you respect him, but I'm telling you as another brother and a junior elder, it's not a good look at all to be intellectually bullied like that to the point where y'all bending the knee. It's not a good look. Change that shit. I'm out.